Part 5 of 5. This is part 5 of a 5-part video on the unique challenges men and women face respectively in divorce and child custody cases. What follows is my opinion, but my honest and sincere opinion, born of experience over the past 23 years in the practice of divorce and family law. It is an educated opinion that nevertheless may and likely will lead to my being disparaged and to me making some enemies. But if we don't exercise the precious right of free speech and do so responsibly, and instead let the heckler's veto silence any of us, we have no one to blame but ourselves, and we all lose. What do I mean by the unique circumstances that men and women will face? Well, it means that often men have to win the child custody, alimony, and domestic violence disputes 6 ways from Sunday. They generally need far, far more and far better evidence than the women to get the same things women get with less and lower quality evidence. So guys, and the moms and dads and friends of you guys, if your marriage is crumbling and you happen to be married to a woman who is vindictive and or crazy, and yes, this can apply to women who are married to vindictive, crazy men, but this is generally for men because this is what happens to men more often than to women, keep the foregoing in mind and take the necessary steps to protect yourself. One of the ways that crazy vindictive women take advantage of men in divorce and child custody cases is accusing them of domestic violence as a cheap and incredibly rapid way to remove the man from the house and to keep him out and to get an overall advantage in the underlying divorce action. As I alluded to earlier, one of the most common ways this is done is by a woman calling the police claiming that the man has assaulted her, attempted to assault her, or threatened to assault her. Sometimes all they have to do is make no claims of assault at all, attempted assault or even threatened assault, and merely claim that they don't feel safe around the man they live with, without even providing any plausible basis for such an ostensible fear. To protect yourself from being arrested and forcibly removed from your house, from false allegations of domestic violence and fraudulently sought protective orders and character assassination and criminal prosecution, you may find the following to be the difference between defeat and victory. First, unless your safety or life is truly in jeopardy by remaining in the same house with your vindictive and or crazy wife or girlfriend, do not move out of the house. If you do, your vindictive and or crazy wife or girlfriend will claim that you abandoned her and the children as well as the house itself, meaning that you should be forever barred from living there, even though it's your house, even if you can show the court that you have nowhere else that you can go. After all, so the thinking goes, you abandoned your family and you abandoned the house, so you should be forever barred. Don't move out if you don't have to. Second, if your house is the kind that has a distinct upstairs and downstairs, move downstairs. Then put it in writing to your spouse or girlfriend and get it on audio and video too, showing that this person has notice, if you can. And show your vindictive and or crazy wife or girlfriend that she is clearly on notice that you are trying to stay away from her for the purpose of maintaining peace and protecting yourself from her. That way, if she tries to claim that she doesn't understand why you have done what you have done, you have clear proof as to why and proof that she knew why. Notify your crazy and or vindictive wife or girlfriend that you will be placing locks on some of the closets downstairs or in a safe to protect your property from theft and vandalism by her. Do not lock her out of the basement itself, but do point out that you will have the downstairs wired for sound and video, so that if she ever goes down there with the purpose of robbing you or vandalizing your living quarters or property or harming you, she will be undeniably caught. In your written and video recorded notices to your crazy and or vindictive wife or girlfriend, also inform her that you are placing cameras and microphones everywhere throughout the basement, in every room, in every space, to ensure that your movements and hers in the basement are tracked. Don't do it upstairs, that's her domain, and make that clear. Tell her she has no expectations of privacy anywhere in the basement. Post it in writing on the basement door and on the wall to the stairs leading downstairs. Post it on the bathroom door and inside the bathroom. Inform her that you have taken both photographic and video footage of the cameras and microphones you have set up and of the written notices you have posted and given, so that if she tries to claim you violated her privacy downstairs, or if she tries to remove or damage those notices or those cameras and microphones, there will be no way she can remove them, at least because one camera or microphone will capture her misconduct and make a record of it. You may even want to go so far as to buy one of those wearable cameras and microphone combinations on your person at all times when you are in the house with your crazy and/or vindictive wife or girlfriend, so that they don't get any ideas about trying to pick fights and frame you for a fraudulent claim of domestic violence. It happens all the time. Again, this may seem extreme and over the top, but I've seen what happens to men who fail to protect themselves adequately. I've also seen men avoid being so much as charged with a crime, let alone convicted, because they, as soon as they got an inkling that their wives or girlfriends might be up to no good, took steps to document and secure and protect themselves.